Today we're going to discuss mortgages, mortgage rules, and what may happen in 2020 or what may happen in 2021 or what may not happen in 2021. I'd like to introduce husband and wife team of Your Mortgage Connection, Marie Pezza and Gregory Johnston.
Okay,
let's go into it. Have the mortgage rules become tighter as COVID-19 has become the working norm right now?
The rules are not really necessarily tighter. The income confirmation is tighter. They are looking at your income much more closely. If you're working as a salaried employee, are you still working? They're looking for 2 pay stubs, which usually people are biweekly, so that gives them a month worth of pay. They want to see that the pay is consistent, that you haven't worked 40 hours in 1 week and 35 in the next, etc., unless you're off sick or something. They want to see that. If you're hourly, they do want to see, that might be monthly. So they may say we need, not monthly, but weekly. So you may need to see 4 weeks worth of pay stubs so that we can see how much you're making in the month. The employment letter is very important because we need to say that you're still working, your position, your length of term, etc. They will call your employment letter to confirm what your income is. So that's more the thing that you're looking at because of people possibly being off of work, being laid off, or not working full time. They're not really cared if you're working at home now. They just want to make sure your income is what your income is. They will probably, if you're buying now and you're closing in 120 days, they may come back and say, which they do have the right to, say, can we get a new, more up-to-date pay stub just to confirm it's still there?
How long do they have to do that? I mean, can they go up to 3 days before they do that? 3 days before closing?
Yes. When I was with Bank of Montreal years and years ago, we had it where you'd have like the Ford plant would go off on strike or something, and it was a matter of, okay, well, you're closing today, but you're going on strike. You're going on strike today and you're closing in 2 weeks. What's going to happen with your income and stuff like that? So they can take a look at it right up until the time of. More than likely, they're not going to unless there's some reason to do it, but they can. The big thing here.
Sorry, this is going to segue right into another question. So sorry.
Okay.
Is that why some of the homes are coming back on the market? I mean, there's a ton of reasons why homes come back on the market, but have you seen an influx of homes coming back on the market because of that particular reason?
I'll let Maria do it.
So we haven't seen an influx. We have seen some of the reasons could be as easy as the lenders are actually having a hard time keeping up with the demand. Everybody's working from home. Their whole process has had to change. And even though it's been 9 months since the pandemic started, it's still a struggle for them, and they're kind of struggling to kind of just keep up. So some of the things like income verification is held to the end because it's something that they want to ensure is still verifiable at, like you said, 10 days before closing or funding. The other reasons that can cause this to happen is there is a delay with the lender and the buyer, and the buyer's income has changed. So they either have to find other types of funding. So they may have to go with a secondary financing or private lending, and it may not be something that they can afford.
Or they have to get mom and dad to come on, or somebody else to come on to help support the income on that. And can they get that done within the 5 days business if it is a conditional on financing? Or they've bought it, they've waived the condition on financing, and now this happens, and guess what? Now we need to try and get somebody else on to the offer, the purchase and sale agreement, to co-sign for the mortgage, etc., so that they can still close it. If that can also cause problems at the end.
Okay. Anything about 2021? I know on February the 8th, the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board is going to be putting out what their outlook is for 2021. So I'm not going to surmise or give my opinion about the real estate market. I know what I think, but I'm going to see if I'm right about it. Is there any drums beating as far as lenders and what they're going to be doing in 2021? Or shall we revisit this on February the 9th?
To be honest, I think we should definitely revisit it. It is something that is being looked at very closely with the lenders, and there's a lot of factors that will drive what the interest rates can, what interest rates they would be offering. As we stand right now, there's a lot of expectations or reliance on, the vaccine being rolled out, but now we've got so many hiccups so far that, it depends on the vaccine rolling out, depends on the economy, the demand in homes versus what's available, and a lot of factors that will affect. So I think by hearing the economists' projections in early February, that will definitely also drive some of the interest rate.
Is there any advice you can give to buyers right now?
To buyers right now, I would say if you have a good job, you're stable with your job, and you have money for down payment, go out and buy. Rates are very low, whether you're buying under $1 million or over $1 million, they're very low. And you're going to be able to borrow at a low rate and be able to pay it back quickly, because the payments will be, probably 60% principal over the amount of the payment. So it's a good time to buy. As to whether or not where you want to buy, what you want to buy, that's personal preference. As right now, I'm not sure. Right now, there's a little bit of a lull, or is it a matter of people have already, we've had the first wave of people buying a lot. Now they're waiting, and now they're going to see some more people going to be buying. The weather is actually helping too, because it's not minus 40 outside, and they need to make sure that it's okay for them to go out and see these places. They also need to make sure that they get pre-approved. So the best thing is go and get pre-approval. Then you know exactly how much you can afford. We can take care of the income confirmation, the down payment confirmation, all of that, and then they can go in and buy firmer. If they want to go buy firm, if they're in a multi purchase agreement or the multi-offer. But then it's also a matter of that they can then, there should be no hiccups. We have the income confirmation, we have everything in that way. When we send it all in at one plot, we can get it back within the 5 business days.
I would also recommend that obviously keeping your mortgage broker and your realtor, keep the communications open between the two, so that if there's any changes with regards to income or anything, always touch base with your mortgage broker and then reach out to your realtor so that they're up to date with current conditions, so that they refine their search criteria and do the best.
I'd like to thank both of you for coming on to Marilyn's Market Minute and talking about mortgages. Could you please give everyone that's listening your contact information?
Sure. It's Maria Pezza. I can be found on Instagram and Facebook, Right Mortgage Solution for You. Also via website, www.mariapezza.ca, or at maria.pezza@yourmortgageconnection.ca, 416-254-8401 Old School.
Greg Johnston. You can reach me on Facebook, Instagram at Gregory Johnston, Greg at Gregory Johnston. My email is greg@yourmortgageconnection.ca. Phone number is 416-204-9144, or you can text, video, chat with me, however you want to do it.
Thank you. And I'm Marilyn Palmer. My information is www.marilynpalmer.com. My phone number is 416-995-2187. Again, thank you both for joining me for Marilyn's Market Minute. Take care.
Thank you for having us.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.